Breaking news. I said it's a breaking news moment. Well, here it is. Luther LLC special broadcast with host Christopher Hale every Sunday at 6 p.m. on licmc.net, radio, and social media. Keep it locked in.
Well, hello there, and it's good to have you around us today. We're thanking you for allowing us to come into your homes and in your cars and all your devices. Just thank you for having this time and sharing with us. I'm Christopher Hale. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Luther LLC, and seated next to me, once again, and we haven't seen him here in the studio in a long time, this is our CEO, Brother Alonzo Stalling. You want to greet us, brother?
Hello, everyone.
All right. Well, today, I think we're going to have our administrative assistant joining us as well. We're waiting for her link to come through it. And then we're going to be talking to you about some things that we got coming up. We did meet with and talk with you last week. And we said when we saw each other again this week, we would have a new president. And we do. All right. Enough said. Now, let's keep on moving. We have a lot of events coming in the near future and in the distant future. One of them is an event that we're helping our home church, Carter Metropolitan, observe. They're celebrating their 100th year anniversary in 2025. And we are there, just signed on as the minister of music. And I brought my staff with me, Brother Alonzo here. He's there with us every Sunday. We're getting ready to have 100 years of music celebration there at Carter. I think that's going to be May the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. It's a whole weekend. Got to take a whole weekend to go through 100 years worth of music. And we have some great friends that are going to be coming to join us that weekend as well. My good friend, Alvin Waddles, who served at Carter for a while. He and I both did. And brother Dr. Walden, Stanley Walden, he's the director of music there at the Tabernacles Baptist Church down the street from us on Grand River and West Rand Boulevard. And also one of my former students, Brother London Garrett. I think you guys remember me talking about him a little while back, and he was one of the guys that played with us on our Joy Night. We're also getting ready to wrap up again for that. But we've been in touch with so many people, and we have so many things coming up that we want to just take that time today to kind of get you aware of some things that we're going to need your help on, and we're going to need your support on, and we're going to need your prayers, because the work that we're about to do, I know everybody ain't going to be happy about it. There's some folks that probably don't want to see two brothers come together and pull something off in this nature. You would think a lot of people would be happy about it. But if they don't, that's quite all right, because we are serving a God who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ask or think. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to shut up for a minute, let my CEO greet you and talk about whatever he wants to talk about. And that'll give me time to kind of check on Dorothea and see where she is. Brother Alonzo.
Hello, everyone. It's good to be here today. Like he said, we have another event coming up, and we actually expecting for everybody to come up and show out, especially people that's been supported from day one. And the thing is, this music is very important to us, and we practice on a regular, and we actually like to see the results. And we hoping that everybody will come through and actually take part of what's going on, because it's a good adventure for all of us. Like he said, I'm still blown away because I don't see this on the regular. Black men that's coming from nothing, literally, and trying to make something out of nothing. And we've been getting a lot of support from not families, not the close ones we'll be thinking we getting the support from. It's all people that we don't know. Wow. And God bless you all.
Yeah, God, thank you, and God bless you for that. We have actually started just recently. I made an announcement a couple of weeks ago, but I'm gonna go ahead and re-announce it and say it again. As well as Luther, we're operating now. We have just formed, and we've gotten the paperwork back from our state. We have our own nonprofit now, and our nonprofit is called Joy Ministries, and it was birthed out of a dream, out of a whole. That Joy Night was our kickoff. That was the beginning of what God is doing for us, and our nonprofit now has been cleared by all of the agencies in the state of Michigan. I have the paperwork. I'm keeping everything here in my office. But now we're getting ready to put some funding with our nonprofit so we can help some people. So we're going to have been speaking with our CEO here, Brother Alonzo, and we're going to do a kickoff fundraiser for them, for Joy Ministries, and we're going to look at doing a fish fry, and we're going to try to do it the season of Lent. So we're letting you know all of this stuff way ahead of time. Tonight's show, we're just going to talk about some of the things that we got planned for our people and for you to be involved in and to help us support. We've got our website out there now, Luther LLC.com. Once again, that's Luther, name right there, LLC.com. There's our administrative assistant, Dorothea Hood Johnson, and we can't hear you saying anything, sister. You'll still check your microphone, see if you're on mute. We see her that way. Anyway, look at the website, Luther-LLC.com, and that's going to keep you up with all the events that we have on the burner right now. And the first one you'll see when you go on our website will be the 100 years of music celebration in the month of May. Now, this week, we're going to post the information regarding the Lenten season fish fry fundraiser. We're going to do something to help our sister organization. We can't combine these two, so we're going to try to help us get them some startup money. And I think Sister Dorothea Hood and Brother Alonzo are kind of heading up that area. And of course, I'm just going to be kind of an overseer on it. And we're going to have fish sandwiches, I guess, and fish dinners. I'd much rather you buy a dinner because the dinners will help us to reach our goal. We want to try to get them $5,000 into their coffers, because I think most business accounts of any kind, they're supposed to have a certain dollar amount. But you'll get the information on how to get the fish either delivered, or we will have a place where you can come and pick it up. And all of that will be forthcoming. Now, I need to check in with Sister Dorothea. Can you hear us, sister? We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Check your mic and look at all them little buttons. And maybe our engineers can help her with that. Well, we had the same problem last week. We can't hear. Maybe it's coming across on the air, but we can't hear on our end. All right. Well, Brother Alonzo, what do you think? Tell us your thoughts on what you've been hearing.
Well, like you said about the fish fry, we definitely need support on that, because, in the churches, they have to pay assessments, and we're trying our best to help them out with that. We all a team here, and like I said, it ain't just about Luther, it's about everybody around us that's got something going on. We will appreciate everybody come out to that as well.
All right, yeah. So now listen, our whole year coming is going to be filled with activity. We're starting with our fish Lenten season fundraiser for Joy Ministries. We're going to do it every Friday. It will be every Friday from 12 to 4. Every Friday, the 12 to 4. Tomorrow, next week, when we get here, we'll be able to put online so you can order your meal online. It will come with 3 pieces of your fish and 2 sides and a dessert and a dinner roll. That's what the dinners come with. So we will deliver when you order 5 or more. If you order 5 or more dinners, we will be able to deliver that to you. And if you just want to swing by, we'll be able to give you the location where you can just come by and pick up your dinner if you want to come and get it on your lunch break or however you would like to do that. But all of that's going to happen. We're letting you know all of this stuff way ahead of time. So
and it will be different kind of fishes too.
Yeah, it will be different kinds. We'll have catfish. We'll have whiting. We'll have tilapia. I think those are the top 3. We'll have those, and then I think we got spaghetti and fries or coleslaw. I don't know exactly how that's going to go, but you'll have at least 2 sides with your meal and a dessert, and I think that'll be pretty good. That'll be pretty good, and we're gonna do that every Friday during the Lenten season. That's now the first Friday will be after when we have Ash Wednesday. That's our beginning. That's our beginning. When we have Ash Wednesday, that Friday we'll start our fish fry fundraiser for Joy Ministries Incorporated, and we will be selling those dinners to give them a good start off, and then we'll keep on moving forward. Now I'm trying to see, can you hear us yet, Sister Dorothea? Can we hear you? She's still not saying that. Maybe she can't hear us now. Well, all righty. Okay, well now, let's see. I've talked to you about the fish fry, and we talked about the 100-year celebration. Somewhere, I've got Sister Dorothea. I need her to tell us something about our holiday. We're about to do something for the holiday. I really need to get the information to you as quickly as I can. Well, there she goes again. I guess they're working on trying to get her mic working. We're going to have a Christmas celebration, our first one for Luther LLC. We've been in business now. This will be our 3rd year that we've been in business. So the first year we kind of were stunned because we just couldn't believe that God had done what he had done so quickly and so fast. And the word came to me the following year saying, what are you waiting for? Get up, get it moving. And it began. And now we're about to have so many events going on. That's what we do at Luther LLC. Can you hear us yet, sister? I guess she still can't. You can hear, I'm reading your lips. She said, I can hear you, you can't hear me, right? Oh my goodness. I don't know what the problem is. Well, we'll hopefully it'll be fixed as we move through this time. I need to get some information on the Christmas celebration. Remember I talked to you about putting that together. Do you have any of that information you can share with us tonight? Now for real. Okay. Well, I was trying to see can you put it in a chat or something? And I figured if you could put it in the chat, that might help us. I know you said something good, but I couldn't hear a word that was being said. All right. Well, as my producers, while we're working on that, let's listen to a song. I've sent a lot of music there, and this is the times that we can break and listen to a song, see if we can get our thing fixed. Can we break away for a song? Just pick any song in our catchphrase that we sent to you. Fix these damn mics. Can you hear anything?
It's all right. Stuff happens sometimes, you know.
I wanna be free. This is my honest plea, oh God. Send your spirit down. Take these chains off my soul. Free me right now. I don't care how. Right now. Don't care how. Free my life from the rain that presses my soul. From the heartache, ooh, yeah, yeah. I wanna be free, yeah. From the storm, each and every day of my life. From the rain, ooh, 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 from the heartache. Send down your anointing. It will destroy this yoke of bondage and set me free. Set me free. Set me free. Fill me with love. Fill me with peace. Fill me with kindness and joy. Oh, fill me, Lord.
Words, and I was telling Ryan he needs to learn how to do words better. All right. Well, I guess we're getting pieces and bits of the song. Well, there we go. We're back in place. Can we hear you yet? Nope, can't hear it yet. All right. Well, that was the New Bethel Baptist Church Youth and Young Adult Choir. We was just talking, and he said my buddy had said he had heard it before, and I told him we might have, because that was one of the winning prize from the Burger King Sing and Shout competition. The winners won a recording, and we were supposed to be the representatives for the Burger King Corporation. We were supposed to go on tour, but working with the inner city church, you know, sometimes in the inner city, there are things that happen, and well, we had a little trouble and we weren't able to go on the tour. Let me put it like that. Can we hear you yet, Dorothea? We still can't hear you. Oh my goodness.
Probably
well,
just a little simple error.
Yeah, well, we'll fix it. Well, I heard something happen just then. Say it again. She ain't saying a word. Well, all right. Well, at any rate, I was telling him that was New Bethel Baptist Church. That was Ryan Pinkston. Ryan Pinkston went on to, I think, what was the name of that school? I think it was Juilliard. He went on to be a student there, and he furthered his career, and he wound up getting on Star Search, you know. And he does a very talented guy, and he made it all the way to the finals. And I think Simon Cowell was the one that booted him off of it, but because he was telling me about some of the runs that he made. And I was telling him, I used to tell him the same thing about his runs. The brother was talented, but I used to tell him, you got to learn them words. You got to learn them words. But that was them, and that was a wonderful experience. I think Sister Dorothea was singing in that choir. Weren't you singing in that choir at that time? I figured you were. Yeah, and that was one of the songs called "Feel Me." We're some young people. All right. Okay, now I've heard from my CEO, and we've heard from Sister Dorothea. Y'all have heard from her. We can't hear on our end, so we'll talk some more. Dorothea, why don't you take a couple of minutes there and just talk to us about what you experienced within the last week with working with Luther.
We love you too.
All right. Well, hey, I'm going to play this back because I didn't hear what you said, but it really felt like you said something really good.
I know you said you love me.
You heard your CEO, didn't you?
Wish we could have heard you. Yes.
Well, hopefully we'll have that work.
She come help us every time we do rehearsal at the Carter Metropolitan.
Yes.
Every Saturday she's there helping out with the food, laying out, bringing the plates, bringing all the supplies so people can eat. So when they get done singing and stuff, they can go home with a nice little meal. Instead of trying to cook something up, they can leave the church with a nice meal. Thanks to Pastor Chris, because that was his idea. And it's good to feed people. You know, if I didn't know how to sing, I'd come to rehearsal.
Oh man, I enjoy. You know, I got the kind of idea of feeding the people from a Patti LaBelle interview. I heard somebody interview Patti LaBelle, and I remember her saying how she cooks for her band just before their show. You know, that she cooks a full meal, and they all sit down and they have a dinner together, and they pray, and then they go out and sing and tear the place up. And I thought about myself, I think whenever I'm in charge of something, I'm going to try to start doing the same thing. There's something about sitting down and breaking bread with your brothers and your sisters. It's something that takes place in that process. I can't really describe what it is and put a word to it, but there's something that happens when you fellowship together over a meal. And there's a great blessing. And we're in the midst of a resurgence right now. That God is doing a great thing in all of our lives. We're just excited about what he's doing. So the best thing I'd like to do is feed folks so they can't go home hungry. You never know. You never know when a person doesn't have a meal. Their pride sometimes keeps them from saying a word. But if they can come to a rehearsal and have a good time and enjoy the Lord and leave with a full stomach, that's a win-win to me. That's a win. And then I think that even every time Jesus went somewhere, he had a meal. Every time, every single time. That's not an occasion I can remember in the Word where they didn't sit down. Remember, he had the 5,000. We said children, men, women, and children, not including the men, and fed them all with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. It's something about breaking bread there. that is a thing for me. So, yeah, y'all will. Everybody that wants to, feel free to come on by Carter Metropolitan every Saturday. Now we moved it up because daylight saving time has kicked in. We're meeting at 3:00 every Saturday, and then when the time goes back, we'll go back to 4:00. But this Saturday we'll be at 3. Dorothea and Brother Alonzo did a wonderful meal for us last Saturday. Boy, them partners, they were really blown away. They think when I tell them we're getting a little sandwich, a little meal, they think a little sandwich and maybe a bag of chips. They didn't expect no mashed potatoes and string beans and baked chicken.
Macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese. Oh, they wasn't expecting that. Man, I think Reverend Swanigan's wife and our choir member, Sister Janine Swanigan, made her plate for her and the pastor.
That's right.
So we'll feel even good about that because we know the pastor at least getting one meal. I know he gets many more, but he get one meal from his home church and from his people that have been practicing and ready, preparing for worship the next day. Okay, now, Sister Dorothea, we can't hear you, but we'll tell you what we've been talking about. We started talking about some of the plans that we have for this year in the month of Lenten season. I think that'll be after whenever Fat Tuesday and Ash Wednesday is. That's the beginning of Lenten season. And for 40 days, we ought to fast and pray. And the meal that's usually done during the Lenten season is fish. So we're going to have a Lenten season fish fry fundraiser. Sister said that Dorothea's mic is not connected. Is your mic connected, sweetheart?
Gotta push mute. Push unmute.
Push mute on your screen.
Push the mute button. Just tap it.
You see the mute on the screen there, Dorothea? Tap your screen. And if you see a mute, tap that and see if it unmutes. Oh, well. Well, I guess not. We'll try to fix it next week, okay? Because we'll all be together again next week. You see, I had a special treat with my CEO dropped in on us. I guess he got tired of getting dropped off on the call.
Yeah,
each time
it happened last week on me.
Each time he dropped on the call. So he said, I'm going to come down there myself. Make sure I get on the show this week. Isn't that a blessing? You remember it was hard to get him on the show. God is doing a great thing amidst us. But now I was telling you all about the fish fry. That's going to happen during the Lenten season.
Please come by
every
support.
Friday. Every Friday.
Please.
We're going to give you the information on how to contact us. And you can specify on the form whether you want a tilapia meal, whether you want a whiting meal, or whether you want a catfish meal, I think an ocean perch. So you'll be able to do all of that. And then you call us and pass that information on to us. And when we get it, if you got 5 or more orders, we'll give you find out where you are, and we'll have it delivered to you. But once you purchase your meal and we get the cash transaction done, we'll give you a location where you can come and pick your meal up. I don't want to advertise it right now or too early because we just don't want nothing to happen. And we want to make sure this is done decently and in order. So we're going to let you know about that fish fry. That's going to be during the Lenten season. Now, if you don't want to buy no fish, if you don't want to participate with that part, we'll be welcome to take any contributions that you'd like to have with us. And you can send that contribution to Joy Ministries. And right now we'll give you all that information next week. We have a P.O. box that you can send all your information to. And as well as going on the website. I think go on the website now and purchase your meal. So we're moving kind of fast, but we're moving with the Lord. All right, so that's going to be Lenten season. Now, we're going to walk you out of Lenten season into the spring. And then that'll be the 100-year celebration in May, May the 23rd, 24th, and the 25th. And that's where we got our good friend, Brother Alvin Waddles and Dr. Stanley Walden and J. London Garrett, Brother Jesse Douglas Jr., his father recently passed, great civil rights leader. We don't have some information about all that as we go because we want y'all to see who Reverend Jesse Douglas Sr. was. because y'all don't know him by name, but I can tell you, you've seen his face in every history book that's ever been printed in schools. His face, I knew his face before I even knew him. But his son and his daughters and his other son, they all were singers. They all were part of my choir, but they have all consented to come and try to be with us to help us celebrate that weekend, this 100-year celebration. And that's going to be at the Carter Metropolitan CME Church. Now, and then after we finish with that, guess what it'll be time for? Joy Night 2025. Oh yeah. And Reverend Smith done already said we can come back. So we're going back to New Bethel for Joy Night 2025. And our good friend, Theodis Bias, texted me last week to let me know he was in Chicago and he was working on some choir members for Joy Night here in Detroit. So these people, I think the what you call it, the Midwest is getting ready to head to Detroit for Joy Night 2025.
Amen.
And that's going to be a great thing. We just finished working with some folks from Germany a few weeks back there at New Bethel.
Yeah.
Brother Pastor Smith's sister brought a singing aggregation from Berlin, Germany. And man, we're looking at man, this thing is blowing out. I'm hearing the words come out my mouth.
It's happening.
I hear the words come out my mouth, but it's amazing what God is doing. So now listen, I think we coming close. It's time for us to get up out of here, but I want to thank Dorothea. Even though we couldn't hear you today, we'll fix it. Thank you for being with us.
And the show as well.
And thank you to my CEO, Alonzo Stalling. And
in the show.
Next time, let me know that you're wearing a tie so I can. All right. We want to thank here all of our producers, Sister London, Washington, and our family, newfound family. I got to brag about this all the time because it's just a beautiful thing. Our new family at the licmc.net radio and social media, who gave me this beautiful award. Now, we got some actors as well. They premiered 2 movies that night. 2 movies. And this brother right here has always wanted to get in movies. So, Sister London, I'll be looking out for us. All right. Dorothea, thank you for being with us. Alonzo, thank you for being with us. I know some of you all in my family are watching. Hey, y'all. It's good to see you. Dorothea's family, hey, y'all. Alonzo family, hey, y'all. So we're looking forward for you all being with us again next week. And we're going to work out these few little bugs so that we can be able to talk and chat it up a little bit more. Because Dorothea said, you said some good stuff. I gotta rewind it now and play it back. All right. Now, I will close out by simply reminding you of the quote that my dad always says. When he finishes what he's doing, he says, and before I leave, I got to say this. When at first a task begun, never leave it till it's done. Be the labor great or small, do it well or not at all. Good night, everybody, and have a wonderful and blessed week.
Bye, Dorothea.
My Lord, oh Jesus. We are heavenly Father's children, and we all know that He loves us one and all. Oh Lord, yet there are times when we'll find and answer another's voice and a call. But if we are willing, the Lord will teach us His voice and only to obey.
Breaking news. I said it's a breaking news moment. Well, here it is. Luther LLC special broadcast with host Christopher Hale every Sunday at 6 p.m. on licmc.net, radio, and social media. Keep it locked in.